Or do you think the NTA, this was a deliberate revenge way, right?
Yeah, it was definitely a revengeful
Hmm.
paper, and it is very obvious. I mean, it is human psychology. If you think about it, that any person when taunted, what will that person do?
There
That
will reaction will come out. So as you know, sir, last year we were so many 720, so many of them have scored really high marks. So this was a deliberate way that the entire marks would go down. They
definitely.
deliberately, they articulate in a way that biology is technically going to be very lengthy, and then comes chemistry, they will hurry in chemistry, and last they come to physics, gone. They
Correct.
realize when they come to physics.
Gone. Yeah, very true. And in fact, I think they have one thing they have done good, which we should probably acknowledge, is that there were no bonus questions, or there
Exactly,
were
there was
no
controversial
controversial
questions.
questions. So that way they have cross checked it, and no paper leak happened, or
Nothing
any
happened.
unfair things did not happen. So that thing we should definitely acknowledge. But having said that, when you have uh, entered the lion's den and
Yeah.
you have created a mischief, then definitely, obviously it will create an issue, and the lion has roared.
It has
And
happened now, sir. It has
yeah,
happened. Now, the students, all of you might be thinking, what is the expert cutoff? What is the safe score? How many marks you need? How many marks you need to get into the government medical college? And what is for GMC and everything, the top colleges? Students, we'll tell you in next few minutes. Just give us 2 minutes before we go further, students. So, all of you might be aware that how biology was. They deliberately ask you questions from where the questions usually do not come. For example, sir, there's a chapter called Plant Kingdom. Every single year, the question comes from algae. No question this year.
yeah,
Or they're asking question where mug-up is required. They know students might not remember that. So
Right.
all the paper feels in a way that students, it is structured in a way that students should lose marks.
Right.
Right, that's what has happened now, sir. So I just spoke to one of my old students, and they were talking to their friends, and they're telling there were a group of 20-25 students who are regularly scoring 200 plus, 600 plus in mock paper, 600, 620, 630, 650 plus in mock paper, but they are not going to get even above 600 this time.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is very true.
Hmm.
In fact, one of the previous institutes, I just got to know, uh, students are messaging, some students were getting 500 marks
Yes.
regularly in the mock test. Now that same student is scoring 160, 170 marks.
Yes.
Can you imagine the drop, where 500 is and where 160 is?
I think it applies to our students also, because when they, before the examination, when they were doing mock, they used to tell us, right, sir, my marks right now is how to increase from 550 to 600,
Yeah,
or 600 to 700. But right
Hmm.
now, grim situation is
it's
that
reverse.
it's gone back by 100 marks. And I think
100
all
is
of you,
bare minimum.
I think all of you would relate to that, because when you were doing a mock test before today, and your
Hmm.
mock score would be around 500, 600, and I think 100 marks would be the drawback, right,
Drawback,
sir?
yeah. And in fact, this is also true with the toppers also. There are many toppers which we have spoken to,
Yeah,
and they were getting easily around
seven,
650, 700
even
marks.
700 plus they were getting. One of the students, our main students and everything, they're getting 700, 720 plus,
Now they're going to
700, 710
550,
plus,
560.
560.
So coming to the main question, let's address the elephant in the room. And the basic
Right.
thing is, what is the cutoff going to be, and what is the safe score going to
Safe
be?
score
Hmm.
only.
So the cutoff, as per our prediction, and now mark these lines, guys. This is the
Yeah,
most important
very,
thing,
very
and
important.
yeah, smash the like button so that you do not miss any of these videos.
Yeah.
So the cutoff, usually which was above 150, now it's going to come down around 100, and
Right.
maybe even below 100. But you
This,
cannot really, uh, you know, uh, comment so much on the cutoff, because what happens at the lower end, which is the lower percentile of 50, some students obviously use the Tukka strategy and
yeah,
random
the
things.
random things they get.
So
Hmm.
sometimes they have not thought and answered, so they have randomly marked, so they
So
might get
again,
marks.
sir, again, just qualifying NEET doesn't really guarantee a government seat, right?
Government said.
Yes, there are 1 lakh seats in India, but in that 1 lakh seats, 50,000 are your government seats. So if
Right.
you really want those 50,000 government seats, you need to get something called as your safe score.
Safe
Now,
score.
so
So
let's have a
let's,
small comment on that. That is the main thing which we students
yeah.
want to know.
Now safe score is basically that score which you need to get into government medical college,
Mm.
or for AIMS or AFMC, basically some kind of government college. So that safe score, which was earlier about 650 because of the rank inflation.
650 plus, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna go down again.
Yeah.
Since the ranks are decreasing by 100 marks for every single student, do you think the safe score also gonna reduce the same way, sir?
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's going to go down by 550 or something.
Yeah, it is
555.
definitely going to go to 550 to 570. That's my prediction.
I think I saw, in some states even might even go lower until 520, 530, because depending on the state
Quite
it
possible.
changes.
Right.
Quite possible.
So if you're a student in the 550s range, don't worry. It's not that you're going to lose out the seat. There is a good
Hmm.
chance that you will be
Exactly.
getting that seat. Okay.
Exactly.
Just one second. Hello. So that's one thing. Having said that, there are also good chances that it might go down lower, and I just hope that it doesn't go above 600. But
Again,
this is just a wishful thinking.
exactly,
But the
students.
calculated guess is that it should be around 550
50 to
to 570.
570
That's our
for
guess
now.
for a government medical college.
College.
Also, having said that, there is a very important
I'm so sorry.
thing. There is
Hmm.
also a very important thing which I like to mention. See, whether the paper is easy, whether the paper is tough,
Hmm.
every time it's just 1 lakh seats which are going to be conquered.
Exactly. Every single year, same thing.
But sir, what is the difference? When the paper is easy, there are students, right, who are scored very high just because their day was good, or some students' day was bad. Some factor, they might lose out on their college because of few marks.
Exactly.
But this time, the true power of intelligence, the true power of hard work, the true preparation, that is what is going to be checked.
Exactly, because the questions are not easy, lengthy. The person who have done at least 50, more than 100 mock tests, solve all kind of difficult questions, they'll still crack it, right?
Yeah, they will still be able to crack it. So it's a relative performance now, but the relative performance is based on your hard work and your preparation.
But again, all the hard work aside, sir, but still, I still feel the paper was in a way designed in a way that students should lose marks.
I
Yes.
think it's about the psychology also. For example, you have seen difficult questions. Now, the easy questions after that, your morale is so down that the easy question also you're not able to attend, right? Because you're
Exactly, ma'am.
already in
So
that
imagine
zone.
you were a student in the examination hall,
Hmm.
and you obviously first start with bio, and you spend around 1 hour,
Right.
1.5, 1 hour, 20 minutes in bio, and somewhere down the line, there is no time for physics. And when you finally reach physics, you realize the questions are even more difficult.
More
Now the
difficult.
time has also reduced.
Sir, I even heard some of the states in Tamil Nadu where the electricity went off and there was complete
Yes.
dark situation, and students were not able to even see the paper, and that also becomes it is an added pressure. So, students, if any of such abnormalities happen in your center, let us know in the comment section if something happened to you, because we would love to address that, because every small factor like that, right, it can change the entire score.
Yeah.
So, students, I think that's it.
Yeah. So the conclusion is the cutoff will be around 100. All right. That's for the 50th percentile score. But that's just a qualifying. That's not going
Yeah.
to necessarily give you a seat. And the safe score for a government medical college will be around 550 to 570.
70.
That's approximately the range.
And we just hope it doesn't go over 600.
Over 600, we are just hoping. And the topper scores, very few people will be there above 700. Yes, mark my words.
Definitely.
We will-
Very, very
Yes,
few.
few.
That will be very highly talented person who will
And-
get above 700.
And I really don't think so. This time we'll get around 720, 70 people, 50
720
people.
or
not
720,
at
no.
all. It
No,
was a
Students, if you think this video is useful for all of you, please smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, also subscribe to our channel, students.
And one more thing before going, is the live ended? Okay. So one more thing to all the students. So I know you guys are very sad or depressed, but just remember one thing. It was a tough exam, but it was tough for everyone, right? So don't think that you're only in that boat. There are so many other students out there who are still confused that whether they will be able to get seat or not. We will be able to get to know about that after the results only. But right now, I know you have some idea about it. But don't have negative thoughts in your mind. You did your best, right? But NTA took the revenge. That's not your. It was
Again,
not
ma'am,
in
again.
your hands,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was not in your hands.
So the whole point is, students, do not feel sad. You gave your best. Please do not take any decision which you will regret in future.
That's a
Please,
request,
that's
please.
because I feel there is a hole in my heart right now.
Yeah.
That we have to address it, and I feel that bigger hole is there with you and your parents. So please, students, understand this is just an exam. It is just a small step in your life. This is not your entire exam, no, not your entire life. Okay. So Gopikam, let's just one final word before we go.
Yes, sure. Students, yes, as we always tell, this is just an exam and this is not your life. This is not your entire life. It's one part of your life, right? So we are here with you. Whatever it is, please vent out to us. I know it's
Yeah.
very difficult to tell it to your parents because they would have also kept their hopes high. So
In fact,
please,
show this video to your
yes,
parents.
please,
Tell
please.
them that the cutoffs and the the
It's
safe
a-
scores are going down everywhere. It's
Everywhere.
not just you who is at fault.
Because there
Yeah.
are some parents, not I don't want to say this, but they would think that they would blame the student. They would blame their own child, that you did not well, you did not do well, and it's your fault. It is not sometimes.
It's not, students, because everyone finds it really difficult. So we are here for you, as always we tell, and it's not just a word. So
Yeah.
I want all of you to show this video to your parents, and at the same time like the video, so you get all the related contents and you
Yeah.
do not miss on any contents, because we have mentioned so many things and exactly those things have been repeating. Okay,
Yeah.
be it about the cutoff, be it about certain chapters and everything.
Yeah, we
So-
told, ma'am, the pre-COVID pattern
Yes,
questions.
yes,
we
yes.
told, we told,
We
statement-
We
we
told.
told in our live state there will be more statement-based questions. There will be more match the following. Yeah.
Yes. So I think
So-
that's it from our side for all of
Yeah.
you. So please take care. Please do not overthink. We are here. You can always talk to us. You know all of our IDs as
Yeah.
well. So you can text us and you can let us know what is the feeling. And
Exactly.
yes, that's it, students.
Thank you so much.
So
students.
bye bye.
Bye bye.